tired of the other women. I'm tired of him using me. For 2 months, I didn't even hear from you. Where were you?
I'm overwhelmed, man. I love you.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. He fooled you about 50 times.
We are a financial disaster because of him.
Divorce doesn't exist where I'm from.
Neither one of you is wrong for having your opinions, but it just makes you wrong for each other. There's been a huge breach of trust, according to you.
She was on the fast with the pastor. She sending pictures with a smoothie of straw in her mouth and a sausage McMuffin. Can I eat this, pastor? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, why you gotta send pictures with it?
Here is today's case.
She says his social media comedy skits have gotten out of hand. He says she's a dream killer who's jealous of his fans. Can this couple survive the frenzy? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is United States Marine Corps combat veteran Juan from Azusa, California.
We're so happy to have you with us, Juan. As my special guest today, I'm sending you a signed copy of my book on how to stay smart in matters of the heart. Welcome.
Your Honor, this is the case of Winchester versus Deal.
Thank you, Juan. Miss Stacie Winchester.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Mr. Keenan Deal
Yes, Your Honor.
to divorce court today. I understand the two of you have been in a relationship for 2.5 years.
Yes.
You don't have children together, but Mr. Keenan, you have a 1-year-old son.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I'm no math major,
But this ain't adding up.
but something's not adding up. And I understand that some of these issues have brought you to divorce court today. You want to talk about it before you get married to try to avoid being back here down the road.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll start with you, Miss Winchester. Why don't you give me some background?
Your Honor, I'm here today because Keenan has grown a major ego and ever since he became a big social media influencer. He used to be kind, respectful, considerate, and now he's disrespectful, rude, and inconsiderate. And if he doesn't change soon, I plan on leaving this relationship and moving on with my life.
Okay, Mr. Deal, what do you have to say?
I'm here, Your Honor, to save my relationship with Stacie. We've been together for 2 years, and I want to be together for like 10 more years, you know what I mean? She's a beautiful woman, and one day, I ain't gonna lie, I've been messing up a little bit, but I'm here to save our relationship because like she been here, like we were doing, before I had the skits, you know, she been there for me, you know, putting money into everything, so I'm here to save our relationship. Like she's beautiful, and I don't want to be with nobody else, Your Honor.
When you say before you did the skits, you're talking about before he became popular on social media, is that what you're saying? When
Yes,
you
Your
refer
Honor.
to skits? Yeah. Okay, and that's one of the issues that's brought you here, that's caused the issue in your relationship.
I was the #1 supporter of his career. I was his cheerleader, his #1 fan. I was the camera woman behind the camera. I used to be the model. I used to step in to help him with all his skits. And I used to actually go and get the models and actually get out of my pocket and pay the models. I would even give him money to go get his wardrobe for it. And I felt very...
Hold on a second, sir.
I felt very, like, unappreciated for everything that I've done for him.
Why do you
But
feel
that's not
unappreciated now?
Because of how he's been acting and cheating, because that's not even the major part. I was actually at work one day, and he had gave me a phone call asking me what time I was gonna be home, and he's never done that before, so I actually left work early to go home, and I walked in very quietly, and I found him in a bed with another girl naked, and he had the nerve to tell me that he was showing her an exercise.
Okay, Mr. Deal,
So-
what kind of deal were you making that day?
So, Your Honor, like I told you, I do the skits on Instagram, you know what I mean? I'm almost at 100K followers. Like, my DM be loaded. Like, I'm talking about, there's so many females that want to do skits with me.
What do you mean by these skits?
Like, skits is like funny skits, like acting. Like, you know what I mean? I be having females, I be, ooh, yes, sir. Like, I do a lot of like skits, big booty skits, you know what I mean? Like, big butts, bowling balls, you know what I mean, in my skits. So one day, there was this female that, she kept blowing me up, wanting to do a skit. So she came over, and when she came over, it's like she was already ready. She had like the little lingerie on, and we go to the room, and I'm like, look, this is professional, right? And she like, yeah. So she just grabbed me and get to like touching on me, doing all that. Other than that, I'm like, hold on, I got temptation a little bit, you feel what I mean? And one thing led to another, boom, Stacie done bust in the room, and she like, what is you doing like that? So you ever seen the movie Norbit? You know how like they was, Norbit for Stacie, how they was in the room?
Yeah.
She had the little leg open and stuff like that, so, you know what I mean? We were doing a massage. So Stacie come in and she just, But I brought a video here to show you that how my skits be. I'm gonna show you.
Let me see the video, sir.
looking so good. You got my jacket on and stuff. Come on, we gotta go in. I gotta tell you. Tell me later. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to go do it again how we did last time. Come on. Oh, I thought you gotta tell me. Get what? I'm fine, ain't it? Come on, man.
That was a respectful video.
Okay. What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is @laid3, LAID3.
Do you have a lot of followers? Okay. Now understand. So you're doing these skits. A lot of them are risque. They involve you simulating certain acts, and a lot of the women are scantily clad, to put it mildly. Yeah. So on this day, you're saying on the day in question, this entertainment crossed the line into real life.
Yes.
And you got involved in a situation.
Yes, it's like
over your objections, because you were just there for professional reasons.
Yes, ma'am.
So she tempted you, you crossed the line, and you ended up in bed together with her?
Yes, Your Honor. Like
sleeping with her?
No, I wasn't sleeping. We were doing a massage, like I told you.
Massaging each other. That's not a part of the skit. The tape was not rolling on that occasion,
yeah, but
right?
most of my skits, it's whatever goes on. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, if it's part of a massage, I'm gonna do the massage in the skit.
Massage?
So she walks in, she catches you, you're in bed?
Yeah, naked.
Naked.
Like, I told you, like, our skits, most of my skits are like real, you feel what I mean? Like, all my fans and stuff, like, when they see the skit, they like, yeah, okay, he going crazy. So the idea of the skit was we were supposed to just be doing a massage. She got the feeling on me doing too much, and I'm like, all right, now it's just us in this room, like, don't do, but I had Stacie on my mind at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Your Honor, no, he didn't.
How did that help?
Like, when I had her on my mind, it helped for me not doing nothing with the lady. So
she walks in, what happens?
So when Stacie walked in, oh, why you got this girl naked in the room? I'm like, we're doing a massage. Like, what is you talking about? You messing up my skit, the idea we doing. Like, this is why I stopped you recording the skits I do for me, because every skit that we do, she always feel like I'm cheating or doing something else.
She was recording these skits?
Yes.
Well, you see the type of work that he does. Now that I've looked at his Instagram, I have a better picture. It's nothing like what you submitted in court.
No.
I appreciate you submitting the PG version.
Yes, ma'am.
But you know what he does. You said you used to record him, and so you believe it's crossing the line now?
First of all, I wasn't there. And he usually does things like, if it's gonna be that provocative, when I'm there. So for him to have another female in the room while he was naked, without me being there, and him asking me what time I was gonna be home when she never does that before.
So he's allowed to do it as long as you're there present and in the room?
Yeah, because things would go further. Like, I don't want things to go any further, because...
So you're there to not only help, but keep a watchful eye?
Yes, that too. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
She there to mess the skit up, Your Honor. She's not there to do that.
I used to be the camera woman behind every skit.
How were you fired from that job? How did that happen?
Well, no, I mean, I still was helping him a little bit, but I kind of held off for a little bit because all the stuff that he was doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I actually was on Instagram, and I got an unknown message from an account with a picture of a baby, and underneath the picture it said, "I hope you know Keenan's a father." So when I had confronted him about it, I felt like he had no choice but to tell me the truth.
Mr. Deal? But you say there are other things that are happening in the relationship, and you brought him here because your needs aren't being met. You had a modeling contract. Tell me what happened.
I did. So I had a major day where I was going to be signing a contract with a modeling agency, and I wanted all my friends and family to be there. And I had told Keenan weeks in advance about this contract signing, and I wanted him to be there. And the day of it, I called him, I texted him, and I was FaceTiming him, and I didn't get any answers from him. And he was telling me that he was going to be late and that he just wasn't going to be able to make it. And after, he had told me that he was going to be able to make it. So for him not to show up really had me very upset, because all my friends and all my other family was here except for the love of my life.
Were you a no-show?
Your Honor, so I have a cell phone that doesn't have signal. So,
really?
Yes.
Wow, really?
So, one day, the same day she's talking about was, I really forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I be having so much on my mind. Like, I be busy, you know what I mean? I do skits, like, I'm working, you feel what I mean?
So what happened that day? Your cell phone had no signal, or you forgot?
It was both, to be honest with you. Because I told you, I'm a busy person, like I told you. I'm on Instagram, like, I need, my folks gotta see what I'm doing, you feel what I mean? Like, I'm working, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get a check. I'm trying to, like, make it.
So what happened after you realized you forgot?
Oh, so when I forgot, I felt bad. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was, like, to the point where I'm like,
So you forgot.
Dang, like, this my girl event, you know what I mean? Everything's big. So I try to tell her, I try to apologize to her. But her biggest thing is, you know, you was just with a girl. You was doing this, you doing, that's her. She always think I'm cheating, but I'm not. All I'm doing is working.
He is cheating. I've caught him
No, I'm not, Your Honor.
multiple
I promise
times
you.
of cheating.
It's videos, skits.
So you forgot, which is causing a problem in and of itself. But you said the biggest has been what happened a year ago. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I actually was on Instagram and I got an unknown message from an account with a picture of a baby. And underneath the picture, it said, I hope you know Keenan's a father. So when I had confronted him about it, I felt like he had no choice but to tell me the truth, because after a while, I did go on Instagram and I saw a picture that he posted of a baby that he did not tell me about before we got back together.
Mr. Deal?
Cap.
What?
What really happened was, after the situation, I'm gonna tell you about the situation happened, but after the situation, I told her that I might got a baby on the way. But I was saying a couple, like, I've been this girl was telling me she was pregnant. So Stacie was like, she didn't want to believe me. I already told her I might have a baby on the way, but she think I'm playing, like, you playing. So
you did tell her?
Yes, I did tell her, Your Honor. So the real story, what happened was, it was about a year ago. She ended up, like, not talking to me on the phone, like, I'm talking about for like 2 weeks. So I'm like, I guess we broke up. So, you know, my partner hit my phone. He like, let's go to the club, bro. I'm like, I'm single. So I end up going over there and she ended up telling me, she sent me pictures that the baby was here. So when I looked at the pictures, I'm like, oh yeah, that baby, he might be mine.
Did you have a paternity test?
Yes, and it came back and said it was mine.
So you have a child?
Yes, I have a child.
So you told me that whole story just to tell me that you do, in fact, have a child?
Yes, I have a child, Your Honor.
So you have a child that happened a year ago. It's true. You saw a photo of him on Instagram, but you chose to stay in the relationship.
I did, because love is very
and work
blind.
past it. But that didn't work out for you too well because now you're here.
Right. I had got home one day, none of my stuff was there. My makeup was gone, my designer bag was gone. And when I went to go confront him about it, he claims that we got robbed.
You got robbed?
Did we get robbed?
We didn't get robbed for real, but I told her we got robbed.
So you think it's better to lie and say you got robbed than tell the truth? If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free, 1-877-311-2222, or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. You're also suing for $1,650 for personal items you say were taken out of his home, a designer bag, shoes, and makeup. What is that about?
Yep, so I actually had to fly to California for a modeling event, and he had told me that he was going to Florida to be doing a major scale on the same day. So when I was out there, when I was calling him, he wasn't answering any of my calls, no FaceTime, no text. So I had got home one day, none of my stuff was there. My makeup was gone, my designer bag was gone. Some of our picture frames were taken off the wall or like gone, and my shoes were gone as well. And when I went to go confront him about it, he claims that we got robbed.
You got robbed?
Did we get robbed?
We didn't get robbed for real, but I told her we got robbed because I told you how she is. Like, is everything she gonna think, oh, you cheating, do like that. So
you think it's better to lie and say you got robbed than tell the truth?
Yes, because of her, like, she always, I told you, wanna.
What was the truth?
So my friends they ended up coming out, they wanna come over and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, I'm finna throw a little party, you feel what I mean? So, but I told you I never had my own crib, so what I thought that what Smart was doing, and then female was coming over too. So I thought what Smart was, so I took her stuff off the wall, like her purses, like everything. Like I'm talking about everything that looked like her, I took it off the wall because I told you when they come over, they have to know how I do on Instagram is how I gotta be, you know, in real life. So
it's a persona.
Yeah. So when that happened, I ended up telling my friend, let me get the stuff back that you had. He talking about, I got some of it. I said, you got some of it? So that's why I ended up telling her we got robbed.
You had to actually take the things, give them to somebody to hold for you?
Yes, ma'am.
And they did not give those items back, only half of them?
Just half.
Your Honor, I submitted some of the photos.
Essentially, you did get robbed.
Yeah, and that's why I said that, Your Honor. But her...
Not in the sense that you told, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had submitted some of the photos of the missing items that I want my money back.
Do you have any proof of the value of the items you say are still missing that weren't returned to you?
I don't have any receipts, but I do have the pictures, and I never got the items back.
Okay, well, I'm not a retail expert. I cannot look at a photo and from that photo determine the value of those items.
Right.
But he admits that he gave them to someone and some of the items weren't returned to you. So I'm gonna give you some time, 24 hours, to submit proof of the value of those items to the court before I order a money judgment.
Okay.
Mr. Deal?
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing better than you right now, Mr. Deal. Mr. Deal, have you ever watched the show Let's Make a Deal? My friend Wayne Brady hosts that show, Mr. Deal. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it a couple times, Your Honor.
Well, you're on the divorce court version of Let's Make a Deal today, sir.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm not, before you know the deal. I told her we can make a deal. We supposed to be 50-50. Like when we go to when we go to the movies and stuff like that, if she don't have any money, get what? I put down for her. So I felt like
that's so generous of you.
So I felt like when the shoes was gone, I feel like she should have been like, you know what, baby? We 50-50, you know, we'll make it better. But no, she don't want to do that, though.
That's not a 50-50 situation. So
it's not.
You're saying taking her to the movies and when she doesn't have money to pay for her own movie, that should make up for the fact that you gave her designer items away to somebody to hold so you can have a party.
Yes, Your Honor, because...
Okay, I need you to stop talking, Mr. D.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're going to talk about a different kind of deal today. You got door number 1, which is your relationship with Miss Winchester. Door number 2 is your budding social media, YouTube influencer career, which is very important to you because you want to do these skits. You defy temptation every time you do them, but somehow you manage to keep yourself in control. So much so that you even remove your girlfriend's items from your home when you have an event and a party because you have this persona. And don't think that door number 3 is you can have both, because in your case, at this point in your life, that is not the case. So here we are with these doors. And I'm gonna tell you what you've chosen. You've chosen door number 2. Miss Winchester, you've been zonked. You want to focus on being an influencer and having your followers and being popular. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at this point in your life at 25. If you want to have a massage by one of your skit mates, by all means, go ahead and do it. But the issue is you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't accept that those are the boundaries. But for that choice, there are consequences. You have to either be single or be in a relationship with someone who will recognize and acknowledge that this is your priority right now. It's not Miss Winchester, okay? Nope, we're done. So I'm gonna order him to pay for the items that weren't returned to you. Submit proof to the court and I'll make a money judgment in your favor. That's the deal, Mr. Deal. Good luck to both of you.
I'm happy to end this relationship so I don't have to put up with any of his cheating and lying ways. And I'm over it, just done. I'm happy that the judge ordered for him to pay me back what's mine.
So the best advice Judge Faith gave me was to be confident in my videos I'm doing, but I need to change. So I feel like the best advice she gave me was to pick my options of what I want to do.
Not feeling that, and hope you have a good time finding whoever you're gonna be putting up with that.
Man, you know I love you though, man.
No.
You gonna do like that?
Go have fun with that girl that you be doing skits with. Go have fun with her.
You was there way before you were supporting to me.
Go have fun with that girl you was doing skits with in the bedroom naked. Go have fun with that.